My name's Nicole. I'll be talking with you a little bit today.
Hi, my name is Rita.
Hi, go ahead and you can have a seat here. So, I just want to let you know before we all start out that everything you say here is confidential. I won't be telling anybody what is said. The only exceptions to that are if you tell me something that could cause harm to yourself or any other person.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. So how was your day today?
Good.
Good. Enjoying our rainy weather that we've been having outside?
Yes. It's nice to have moisture. Oh, that's right. We had lots of moisture. We had lots of snow this year.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I've been married for 30 years. I am a mother of 3 children. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. They're all grown up now, of course. And I also have 1 grandchild. He is a little over a year old. I have a full-time job. I'm an office manager with Eye Care Professionals, which keeps me very busy. In my spare time or free time, if I have any, I like to do crafts, spend time with my kids and my grandchild, and do new adventures or different adventures with my husband.
Awesome. So, you kind of talked about how you work as an office manager. Are you working full-time with that job?
Yes, I am.
Is there anything that kind of is negative or positive with the job?
No, I really enjoy my job, or else I probably wouldn't be there for 30 years. There is days that are a little bit more stressful than others. You are dealing with patients. You are also dealing with staff to keep everybody happy. I also have 2 doctors I work for, which I have to keep them going. And along with that, I also, I do bookkeeping and insurances. So yes, there's days it becomes stressful, but I always look at the bright side of it and keep on going.
So, along with that, you mentioned some crafts and some hobbies that you do in your free time. Are those kind of your stress relievers that you use, or is there any certain thing like exercising, maybe going out and taking a hike, or just specific things that you use to kind of help alleviate some of the stress that you're experiencing at work?
Yeah, I like to go for walks. I do exercise daily, which is a nice thing. Doing crafts is fun. I enjoy that. It depends upon, sometimes you get in the middle of working on something. Of course, it is a little bit of stress because you're like hoping it'll all work out and be good. But no, mainly, no, just breathe. My best stress reliever is when I watch my nighttime movies or the Hallmark Channel.
Well, that's good that you have those moments. And you said you're married.
Yes.
How many years have you been married to your husband?
It'll be 30 here in April 22nd.
Congrats. So, with your relationship, are you guys pretty close? Do you see each other quite a bit? Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Yep, we're pretty close. We have our moments, just like every married couple does. We have our little fights and our disagreements, but we can fight and have a disagreement, and 2 minutes later it's, hey, hon, can you help me do this? Or, hon, can you help me do that? We enjoy spending time together and doing things together. That's about all.
Okay. And then you said you had 3 children, and they're all grown up now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what was it like raising your children, I guess? How was the situation with that? Did things go well, or?
Yes, of course. My oldest is 29, going to be 29 here in April. My middle child is 27, and my daughter is 21. Raising them was, I did work full time. My husband worked shift work. But back then it was a little bit easier than it is today. It wasn't, electronics or a lot of those things. We did a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of camping. I attended as many of their activities as I could. We did a lot of family time. It was a lot of family time. We had supper together, we went and did, went on walks together. We, went out and played. It was a lot of family time.
Okay. So now that I kind of got to know you a little bit better, what kind of brings you in today? Is there anything that's really kind of bothering you? Are there any specific problems that are going on in your life?
No, I honestly can't tell you that I have any major issues in my life. Other than the ups and downs, like the stress or the, just a lot of everyday activities going on. I also do take care of my parents. They are up there in age, so it is getting a little harder for them to do things. I take them to their doctor's appointments and keep them, healthy and help them out as much as I could. So between that and work, it does become a little stress on some days. But my theory is just breathe. Things will get better. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but life isn't ever that bad. So, things just always seem to work out.
So a lot of your relaxation techniques kind of involve just taking a minute to focus on your breathing, doing a lot of deep breathing exercises.
Right, and have a positive attitude.
That's really awesome to have. So back to your taking care of your parents, and you said you've been taking them to their health appointments and things like that. Is it kind of chronic illnesses or just minor things here and there?
Well, my father was diagnosed with prostate cancer a couple of years ago, so that's kind of taken a toll on him. He is 81. So, you can see, he is starting to go down, he doesn't have, I guess, growing up on a farm and the lifestyle that I had back then, way back in the ages, we were always very active and he was very active. And, it's just, you can see things are changing. He has that, and my mother a couple of years ago had back surgery. She is doing better, but they also found she has like
aortic?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Sorry. So we've been doctoring with that once a year. We have to go back for that. And same with my father. We go in every 6 months for him to have a shot. Otherwise, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Of course, they, times today are different. So they always have a million questions, and they always want you to help them solve these and help them out with different things.
So with that, do you have siblings?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how many siblings do you have?
I have one brother and 2 sisters.
Do they live around here, or?
My brother lives here. He lives on the family farm. He does help when the best for him and the helping part is because he lives there. He sees them daily. He can do things like that. So, of course, I take care of more of the medical end. And my sisters, no, they do not live here. They live in different states.
Okay. So with kind of that, just focusing on the medical stuff, do you feel that you ever kind of have, what the term that's used is caregiver strain? So with that, it's kind of, when it just gets to be a lot, continuously going to the medical appointments and dealing with the medications and helping kind of take care of them, do you feel like that's kind of been influencing you a lot in your life?
Yes and no. Because, it'll go in spurts. We can go for months and all is good. And then it seems like then all of a sudden there's a month that, they either have a cold or, got to take one to the doctor or something, else comes up in their medical. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Now that it's under control and things are flowing nicely, it's just basically follow-up appointments now. And let's knock on wood that nothing else appears that we don't want to in the medical, that they stay healthy. Otherwise, they are very healthy. They're active. They do things. They get out, and I mean, they can take care of themselves, which is a good thing. So they can still live in their home and enjoy their everyday life and activities.
So it hasn't really influenced much of your personal family life between you and your husband and your children or anything like that?
No, no, no. And I have, like I said, my daughter is really wonderful. She helps out whenever she can when she's not at school or working or doing her everyday activities. She's really good. And if they have medical questions or questions that I can't seem to have the proper answer for, she's good at explaining those things to them. And they're very grateful for her.
So do they, when they're kind of, I know when you have a chronic illness, it can kind of have a toll on you as an individual. Do they go and see anybody to talk about the things that they're, like the feelings that they're having or emotions that they're going through with their problems? Or is it kind of just, they just talk to you?
They just talk to me mainly. Of course, my father is not one for a lot of talking. He will share, if he has an ache and pain here or, if something doesn't seem right, he will let me know. My mother, she sometimes she tends to see things in the bad perspective instead of the good perspective. She's very close with their family physician, and so she does do a lot of, she will ask as many questions and concerns just to relieve her mind so she's more at ease. And I think that's basically what it is when she does call, and ask a question, a medical question. She just wants somebody to explain it to her thoroughly so that it can ease her mind. And that way then she isn't worried about it or stressed about it.
So another question with that, I know you mentioned your mom has the aortic aneurysm and your dad has the prostate cancer. Is there any family history of depression or anxiety, any kind of more so mental health problems?
No, not so much. I think everybody has a little bit of anxiety, whether you're diagnosed with it by a medical doctor or not. There is like maybe a few relatives or cousins, that do have it, but it's not so much in the depression. It's more of just an anxiety and overwhelming feeling when they're put in certain situations. Otherwise, no, there is nothing that I'm aware of.
It's more of like an intermittent anxiety moments, kind of like if someone's going to public speak in front of 100 people, kind of that nervousness that they feel.
Yes.
So, okay, and have you experienced any or been diagnosed with any mental health problems?
No, I have not. I mean, like I said, it goes back to a little bit of the anxiety thing. Let's say I'm preparing a meal for my family of 20, and I'm just like, overwhelmed. I can feel that, that overwhelming feeling and that, anxious, that anxiety thing is like, oh my God, and you're just like from one area to the other. Mm-hmm. And then also on a day where I have several things going on, my mind is totally racing and I'm just like overwhelmed with that. But I think those are those are things that I've been able to control. It's not that they're bad. It's just like a normal everyday situation where you're just overwhelmed, which there's got to be everybody out in the world that has to have that once in a while in their life. If not, oh my goodness, I don't know what they do all day then.
Yeah, it can be nice to, everyone experiences those anxious moments, and like you said, they're more of an intermittent thing with the scenarios that we're in. So it's good that you recognize that and that you know different ways that you can kind of take a step back and relax your mind and kind of bring yourself back to a normal heart rate and kind of a steady, calming feeling. Are there any other problems that you have, whether it be with family or work, just in your everyday life, that you can think of?
No, I think we pretty much kind of covered things. Like I said, if it, everything is just, it comes and it goes. There's nothing majorly wrong. It's not like I don't have issues or problems that occur. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. So you'll always have situations that you need to figure out, work out, and all is good. There's days, where my daughter will call me and she has an issue. My husband will call me and he has an issue, and my son will call me and he has an issue, and it's like, and work will call and they have an issue, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is like too much in one day. Can everybody just like back up? I can only handle one thing at a time. But like I said, I work through it, all works out, and all is fine.
Awesome. Well, it was great getting to know you and just kind of hearing a little bit more about you. I hope to continue on with our sessions and kind of see more of who you are as an individual and kind of figure out more ways that we can help you relax aside from just that deep breathing. That is an amazing technique to start out with, but maybe working on some different, placing yourself in like a calmer scenario or things like that.
Like a happy place?
Yes, like a happy place, exactly. So, do you have any questions for me at all?
No, I don't. I think we've covered everything. I think all is well. I do have one happy place, though, if I could express that.
Yes, go ahead.
A couple of weeks back, of course, I go to church every Sunday, and a couple of weeks back, I had gone to service, and I'm not exactly 100% sure exactly what was different on that particular day, or if it's just I took the time to realize it. Is when I came out of church, it was like everything had been lifted off of my shoulders. It felt like I was just really relieved. And I don't know if I had previously had like a long bad week where everything came up, but it just felt like everything was relieved, and I just felt whole. I mean, just like something had happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it in a lot of that it is a quiet environment. It's a peaceful environment. It's a place that you just you can just go and sit and so it's like maybe on days when I am overwhelmed or something, maybe I just need to just go sit, in a quiet room in a quiet place, and all is good.
Kind of have a little bit more of like a meditation, where
Right.
you're just sitting in the peacefulness, and the term that we use is mindfulness. So focusing just on the moment that you're in,
Right.
and kind of clearing your mind of everything that's going on around you, and just you sit there and focus on your breathing only, and then it just kind of brings you back to that happy place like we had talked about.
Okay.
Is there any other concerns that
No,
you
I
may have?
think all is good, and it was nice to visit and to get all those things out, and
Well, it was good meeting you. I hope to see you again.
nice to meet you too. And I'll be back. Thank you.